guys, I have been challenged. Basically, my wife said, can you buy a shelf to put on top here to organize these things? And I said, I think I could actually make one. The only thing is, I've never actually made a shelf before. This could be interesting. I mean, how hard could it be, right? Stay tuned. What's happening, guys? Now, I think we should be able to make a shelf like this. It's pretty straightforward, right? I mean, we've never done it before, but worst comes to worst, we can always buy it off Amazon. It's only 20 quid, but sometimes you gotta challenge yourself. So I headed down to my local hardware, B&Q in this case, just because they had all the wood supplies and all the fittings that I might potentially need. But I've got a few bits in, so watch this space. Little hack right here. I'm in B&Q, or wherever you can get your wood cut for you. They cut the wood here for free once you buy the wood, so yeah, this is great. So yeah, I'm gonna just get these, get some paint, some acrylic paint so I can do the edges, and it'll all make sense soon. Don't worry. Yeah, boy. So the guy did his thing once, twice, 3 times. Warning, my drawing is pretty bad, but I love visuals and this helps me understand all the little pieces that need to be cut out. This design is quite simple. There are 2 long pieces of equal length, 3 slightly shorter pieces of equal length, and then 2 smaller pieces of equal length. Don't worry, I'll put the dimensions underneath the video description. Time to measure each piece. Top tip, use a miter square. It'll help you draw straight lines. Here I am doing one along the surface of the cut line and also along the edge of the wood. This acts as a guideline, so when we're cutting we know we're going along the actual line and not deviating from it. No, it's not what it looks like. I'm not trying to cut the wood with a knife. It's actually a step to assist the cutting method that I'm going to use. Here's another angle of me doing a scribe on another piece, just for reference. Top tip, use a clamp. It'll help keep the wood stable while you're actually cutting. Now on to cutting. I personally cut along the right side of the line. Here I am making a backwards cut, so I pull the saw backwards along the side of the line and that will give me a starting point. Now effectively what I'm doing here is cutting along the line that was scribed earlier with the knife. This ensures a nice straight cut. Keep the saw as straight as possible to avoid unwanted angles. And voila, there you have it, one piece cut, and it's nice and square. Avoid hard edges by rounding them off with some sandpaper. For each piece we need to repeat the same steps, so measure, mark, score, saw. Awesome. Now I could have just let B&Q cut all the pieces out, but I wanted to show what could be done with basic tools and a little bit of willpower. So yeah, trust the process. Top tip, let somebody else cut this, cause mess. Risk, yeah. Wish us luck. We are gonna need this. Yeah. Right, now we should have 2 12 by 17 pieces, 3 29 by 17 pieces, and 2 35 by 17 pieces. Alright, now let's do a little dry fit and I'll show you how it all comes together. So now we're going to start with the foot drilling of the first areas. To make it a lot easier, what I like to do is just mark the areas that the drill will actually be going through. So we know it'll be going through that way. Yeah, so we're going to put the screw from this side into that side. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to fasten this section here down first. So we're going to place some screws from this part into that part, from that part into this part. We're going to do that section first, and then we're going to start fastening down these bits to make our lives a lot easier. Now we can get an understanding of what this would look like once it's finished. Alright, stay tuned. Top tip, pre-drill all holes to prevent the edge of the wood from splitting. Also, do not drill holes too close to the edge of the actual pieces.
Can't do it by myself.
The first fit finished, you can actually leave it like this now, if you prefer that natural wood look, or you can take it to the next level, which is what we're going to do. Ironically, we start this build by disassembling. So, we're taking all the screws out, we're then going to clean everything, sand everything down. Speaking about clean, if you do any cleaning at all, especially cleaning your car, make sure you check out my turtle wax links below. Save yourself some money, it's a lot cheaper than hardwoods and a lot of these places, and you get next day delivery if you order before Thursdays. Use my discount code as well, save yourself some money. Top tip. Back to the video. Make sure it's nice and smooth. And now it's time to lay some paint down. So yeah, we have the roller. We're just going to start rolling the edges firstly around all of the pieces. Here you can see it's a group effort. Team, I got all hands on deck for this one. Everything nice and looking good now. You can start reassembling. Again, teamwork makes the dream work. Got my little helpers. They may not always play very nice, but it's great to have them around and include them in these little DIY tasks. Yeah. And this is what it looks like. You get the idea? Coming to come? Yeah, teamwork. Woo! Yeah. And presto. See guys, what you can achieve with a little bit of work? Yeah, you can build something like this, or even get a little bit more creative with the design. You have so much potential inside of you. More importantly, I really enjoyed this because, you know, I was able to work with my kids. They had fun, I had fun. Again, some supervision was required because we're dealing with power tools, but look what we can achieve. Now, I can appreciate some people would find it easier to actually buy the shelf from Amazon. However, in my situation, I wanted to challenge myself and really see what is possible. And hopefully I've inspired you, or at least someone watching, that they can actually build something custom, specifically for their own needs. Well, again, thank you. Like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, let's spread the good word and build this community. Let me know if you ever built something before, or if you plan to. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments. DIY, let's go.